Good day from the St. Rose Auction Mart. This is Colton McIntosh reporting on the week of September the 18th. Just over 1,000 head would exchange hands here today at the St. Rose Auction Mart. I'd call the market steady this week on the number one type quality feeder cattle. However, we did see some plainer type feeder cattle be under pressure. Here's how things would look at ringside. 3 to 4 weight steers, $7.50 to $9.50 a pound. 4 to 5 weight steers, $7 to $8.25. 5 to 6s, $6.25 to $7.30. 6 to 7s, $5.50 to $6.47. 7 to 8 weights, $4.80 to $5.60 a pound. 8 to 9 weights, $4.25 to $5.44 a pound. 9 to 1,000s, $4.25 to $5.05, and then big 1,000 to 11 weight steers, $4 to $4.58 and a half a pound. On the heifer trade here today, good 3 to 4 weight heifers, $5.60 up to $7.25 a pound. 4 to 5 weight heifers, $6 to $7.37. 6 to 7s, $5.50 to $6.55. 7 to 8 weights, $4.50 to $5.77. 8 to 9 weight heifers, $4.20 to $4.90 a pound. On the cow trade here today, good high yielding cows be about $2.35 to $2.45 a pound. Leaner type cows about $1.88 up to $2.10 a pound. Good young feeding cows would be anywhere from about $2.20 to $2.45 a pound. On the bull trade here today, good high yielding bulls $2.55 to $2.65 a pound. We did have some bred cows exchange hands here today at the St. Rose Auction Mart. 26 cows, kind of a mini dispersal. 26 real good reputable Charolais cross cows, bred Charolais, due to calve in February. They'd trade anywhere from about $47 to $49.50 tops on the good ones. We had 8 cow calf pairs as well. These were red black cow calf pairs with pretty good 300-pound calves at side. They'd trade anywhere from about $6,700 up to $7,350 a pair. We show listed about 900 head today here for our show listed feeder sale. Here's some highlights from today's sale. 40 preg tested open heifers weighing 891 pounds. They'd bring $4.68 a pound. We had 40 black brothers from the same farm at 939 pounds. They'd bring $4.67 a pound. We had 120 black red steers at 1,019 pounds come in one draft. They'd bring $4.58 and a half a pound. 62 lighter brothers at 954 pounds. They'd bring $4.59 a pound. 38 red black steers at 955 pounds. They'd punch the ticket at $4.59 and a half. Some real green yearling cattle in town here today. 24 steers at 679 pounds. They'd punch the ticket at $5.87 a pound. We had some preg tested open yearling heifers here at 1,009 pounds. They'd bring $4.22 a pound. We had some really fancy number one type balling calves right off the cows, guys. Real fancy ones. 21 of them at 593 pounds. They'd bring $6.51 a pound. 4 heavier brothers at 654 pounds would bring $6.18 a pound. That's just over $4,000 a calf. So we had some really fancy Hereford cross steer calves at 501 pounds. They'd bring $7.27 a pound. Some real fancy number one type black steer calves right off the cow at 492 pounds would bring $7.60 a pound. Their heavier brothers at 641 would bring $6.29 a pound. The fall run is starting to come into play here now, fall, ladies and gentlemen. If you have cattle to call, make sure to give the office a call at 204-447-2266. To stay up to date with what's happening here at the St. Rose Auction Mart, make sure to follow us on the web at srauction.ca. If you have cattle to move, give Miles, Kim, myself a call. We'd be happy to come out and take a look at what you have to offer. This has been Colton McIntosh reporting on behalf of the St. Rose Auction Mart. Have yourself a good afternoon.